Alright, so I've been told by an individual in the comments section that they really like it when I draw this OC. So we're going to be drawing this OC and yapping about it because I really like drawing him. I like drawing him and I like yapping about my OCs, and I'm just gonna do Artfight, and I'm not drawing all my references without getting a video out. Okay, so yeah. There's gonna be like 4 OCs into this. We're gonna be starting off with the Marvel ones. So it's gonna be Luna, and then Kestrel Kelly, who is Spider-Man. And then we are going to do my 2 actual original OCs at the end. So if you actually care about those, stick around to the end. It's gonna be like an urban fantasy type thing. Okay, so I said that I would tell you what Luna's deal is, and I will tell you Luna's deal, but before I tell you Luna's deal, I kinda need to tell you, like, what's going on. There's some things that Luna's deal kind of depends on, so I need to tell you that. Basically, it boils down to, the Fae do not like the Asgardians. They are afraid of the Asgardians. They fear the Asgardians. They literally call Thor the Butcher because they're afraid of him, because there was a war back in the day, and, you know, he was, like, absolutely cruel and vicious and mean to them. Which anyone who has not watched the first Thor movie or Thor Ragnarok and is like, that is so out of character, it's not. Ouch, that hurts. But basically, another reason they don't like Asgardians, fun fact, is because the Asgardians in this, you know, fictional, me making shit up thing, is because the Asgardians are responsible for the creation of chronic wasting disease, which is a real disease. It's like a prion sickness. It eats your brain. Technically, I'm pretty sure it would be considered as causing dementia, because I looked into it, and dementia is not like an actual thing. It's like, dementia is sort of like, if mad cow causes dementia, this can cause dementia. So it's like, picture dementia and like the Black Plague having a baby. That's what it is. And it is a real disease. Humans cannot get it. It's kind of like, it only affects deer. I'm dramatizing the effects of it. I'm not actually sure. Well, okay, so I do know that you can, like, if you're a deer with chronic wasting disease, you can, like, it could be, like, over a year before you start showing symptoms. There ain't no shit with that when it affects Fae. And I also know that, like, once you start showing symptoms, you got a couple months left to live. Which I'm pretty sure is unlike in real life. Although I explained this to my mother, and she was like, I think I'd rather the fictional chronic wasting disease. Like, it's much more aggressive, but if you're gonna die either way, I think I'd rather die, like, within a couple months while forgetting everything, as opposed to, like, after, like, a year or more of forgetting everything. Okay. So, naturally, because, Asgardians created effectively contagious Alzheimer's, they were like, no, not gonna happen, we don't like you. And they ended up, to get away from it, they were like, they talked to the Frost Giants, they were like, hey, Frost Giants, sorry if we beefed with you in the past, we're all dying, what do we do? And they were like, oh, we heard, the Vikings talking about a land across the ocean. We could freeze the ocean for you if you want. And that's basically what they did. And they went across the ocean. Fast forward to a couple years, much more than a couple years actually, cause we went from Vikings to everyone having computers and Iron Man. Luna created this suit because they saw that Thor joined the Avengers, and they were like, oh, that's kind of a bad thing. We don't really like Thor. They call him the Butcher. They call him Tyranny's child. They call Odin Tyranny. He's just tyranny. That's tyranny over there, which is probably very insulting. But, yeah, that's what they do. So they made this suit, and they were like, hey bro, this isn't. And then after they had the suit for a little while, like, an entire mound, like, south of Luna's mound. It's, like, in Alabama. And his mound is in Tennessee. Like, got chronic wasting disease after, like, years and years of, like, it just sort of, like, they thought it was, like, as long as you don't eat contaminated meat, nobody's gonna get sick. We will do extensive testing. We will train these fucking dogs to sniff it for us so that we do not get chronic wasting disease. They were very by the book, trying not to get it. And then an entire mound got it and was found dead. Right. And then it just sort of spread because the satyrs who were like, hey bro, this entire mound died, carried it. So now they decided, hey, so humans can't get it. If we all just sort of go to the human population, try to get some herd immunity, stay there for about a year or two, maybe it'll stop. Maybe we can, like, not go extinct, because we like not going extinct. So that is what they did. And basically they let Luna, like, hold on to the suit, told them do not use it unless it is an emergency. But because Luna is, like, the Fae equivalent of a 16-year-old, he did not do that. He was like, hey, Spider-Man's doing some cool shit. I want to do some cool Spider-Man shit. And that is why S.H.I.E.L.D. was like, oh, hey, this is not a Fae, this is an alien with some weird ass technology. We should probably, get a handle on that, actually. Why don't you Avengers over there, why don't you kidnap him? And that is what they tried to do. I'm not gonna spoil it. But basically they were like, hey, we kind of feel bad for beating the shit out of you. And you're obviously, like, a teenager, very chill, very cool, very demure, very mindful. Why don't you just join our team? You can be part of the Avengers, that's not gonna be very bad. I mean, we have Spider-Man as a part of us, like, why not? So you are now a part of the event, because they wanted to keep an eye on him too, because, like, it's the Fae. So he joined the Avengers. He's still beefing with Thor because they're very racist against the Asgardians. Well, actually, if you think about it, it's not really racism, seeing as they're still alive. Yeah, they are racist against humans though, and half humans. It's kind of a problem. But, like, yeah, that's basically what happened. I've been trying to toe the line between, like, funny, haha, and, like, dark, serious topics in this thing. In the past, I have done it wrong, and that is why this is the reboot. Okay, this is the reboot. It's gonna be better, a little bit more mature, a little bit more down to earth, slightly less calling people Yankees, because apparently Yankees don't like getting called Yankees. It's not that bad, you guys. Okay, you have all of the money. Chill out. But, should probably edit that out. But yeah, basically, we love him. Another thing that I was like to let y'all know, so Luna's half human, right? That's an issue. Well, it's not really an issue. His mom is a human, his dad is a Seelie Fae. There are many different kinds of Fae in this. I think I've said that. But, like, you got the Fae, they're all Fae, technically. Like, a Chihuahua's a dog. And, like, a Greyhound is a dog. And, like, a half-wolf is kind of a dog. And, like, I guess in this analogy, the humans would be the wolves. That feels wrong. But, Luna's half Fae, half human. His mother is a human. His father is a Fae. How did that work? I'm kind of glossing over it. Now, how does that leave him? Well, it can cause some complications. I'm gonna be fully honest. Like, humans and Fae, genetically similar, but not genetically the same. So Luna has, like, an extra incompleted pair of chromosomes, because Fae have an extra pair of chromosomes. He's missing a leg, which is not typically a symptom. It could be. I'm not really sure. I'm not really Like, they're not really sure about whether or not that's, like, a thing. He still has a tail, so technically speaking, he still has 5 limbs. Or 4 limbs. Because Fae have tails on this. I know, I'm so great. And, like, but, like, other Fae fucking hate him. They're, like, the worst. They hate half-humans. It's kind of a problem. They call them mules. Because, haha, you can't have kids. Isn't that awful? But, like, yeah, that's, like, a slur to them, I guess. Don't demonetize me for saying fictional slurs, dude. I guess that's kind of like how British people call cigarettes the F slur for some frickin' reason. I'm sorry. But, yeah, he's my baby. I love him. He's a little bit traumatized. We stan a legend. Let's go. Alright, so this is my other Marvel OC. Their name is Kestrel, Kes for short, and they are non-binary. Now, they are Spider-Man, and the way they got bitten by the radioactive spider is that they were on a camping trip with Gwen, Peter, and Miles, because they're all friends in this, and it was near the woods, near, like, you know the part in the first Spider-Man movie where they're running through the woods, and there's snow on the ground? It's somewhere near there, not, like, on, what was it called, Hextech? No, I'm thinking of Arcane. I don't really give a shit, actually. It's, like, near that property, right? And there's woods. They were camping near there, and, like, spider got into their tent. It bit Kestrel, it killed them, blah, 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 blah. I got bitten by a radioactive spider, canon event, right? And their subplot, because no Spider-Man can have a happy life outside of just being Spider-Man, so they're an IB. They do not want to be an IB. This is like the entire thing. Oh, what is IB? IB is the International Baccalaureate Program. I was in it for like 2 years. It sucks. Don't do it. Kestrel Kelly, in IB, really advanced classes. He does not want to be an IB. Okay, listen, girl. Another, like, personal issue, you know, they have 2 parents. Very loving parents. They're a little bit strict. They are both lawyers. They are both very focused on their older brother because their older brother has, like, autism, so, you know, they have glass child syndrome. So they spend a lot of time over at Peter's house and over at, Gwen's house and over at Miles's house and trying to stay away from their house because, like, bro, they don't want to be there anymore. Shit. You know, they're also in band, they're in Pit. Let's go Pit. I'm no longer in Pit. I am no longer in band. I am no longer in IB. I do esports. Yeah, but that's kind of Kestrel's deal. My plan is, once I finish doing Luna's thing, I'm going to, like, focus more on it. It seems like it'd be a lot easier to do, just judging by the fact that I don't need to manage an entire separate lore for them, because Luna was originally, like, a Marvel OC. That's how he started out, but he was a non-Marvel OC for a while because, I got distracted. But focusing away from Luna. But yeah, I really like Kestrel. They're really relatable to me specifically, and more importantly, you know, it's just all in good fun. I figure when I'm done writing, like, the Luna story, I will write Kestrel's story, get it more fleshed out. That might be a while because, like, again, Luna's thing is taking really long. Yeah. Alright, so I know that I said that I, was gonna do, like, my last 2 OCs, but I unfortunately lost both of my stylus pens. I cannot find either of them. I put them both down, cannot find them. I'm pretty sure one of them's inside our couch. But, I cannot draw those 2, and I kinda wanna put this video up. It's been a while since I've been consistently uploading. I'm trying to get that back. So, I'm gonna put this up. If you would like to hear about my other 2 OCs, it's sorta like a science fantasy type thing. I still intend to draw them once I find my stylus pen. So if you'd like to hear about that, leave a comment and I will talk about it. But yeah, see y'all next week.